In this video, we'll talk about the Yfii token, and we'll talk about what's going on with it, because this token has been one of the most, if not the most manipulated tokens out there, which you can already see on the graph right here. Last month, or let's just say last 2 weeks, we actually dropped down. At some point, like earlier this week, we actually were down like 75% over the last month, which is a massive drop. And the funny thing is that it's not even because of FTX. When the whole FTX drama happened, we actually went up as one of the only cryptos. So a lot of shady things going on, and that's kind of what I wanted to explore today. Apart from also wanting to explore what's going on today exactly, because the volume and as you can see also the price has actually been quite bullish today. Volume up to 200 million. Most of that coming from credible sources. There are some other sources like Gate.io and xt.com. Usually when I see that, and dfi.money, usually when I see that, those are some, let's not say red flags, but orange flags. Like especially lately, we've seen a lot of volume that comes from Gate.io. I mean, when that's high, it is usually high when we get some like manipulated moves. And what you see with Yfii right now as well, I mean, or dfi.money, whatever you want to call it, I mean, this move, it was 100% manipulated. You can just see that in a matter of an hour, you had huge sell-offs, and then within a day, like, you can see that on the 20th, 10 p.m., and then the 21st at 10 p.m., like the volume increased by, I don't know how much, like 400 million. Well, that just only happens if a small group of traders, or a whale even, if they are transacting it. And apart from that, I mean, dfi.money, it's a fork of Yearn Finance, obviously. So it did have some value, but I've never really liked it that much. And you can also see that, sure, that they have some things going on, but there's not a lot of momentum around it, and they repost the top gainers, which is a red flag. So altogether, I would advise you to stay out of this. I mean, it just looks shady. There are a lot of shady things going on, but with that, I mean, there's obviously money to be made, and that's why I wanted to make this. Video. What you can see if you take a look at the price of today and of yesterday, because we were quite bullish, is that, yeah, we are respecting the technicals. We found resistance here at this 200 EMA and this 618 FIB of some time ago. Very strong resistance level, all right, at around 1400, 1450. So we found resistance there, and we are dropping now, which is what I expected. In my opinion, if we would really want to get up even higher than this, which, as I said, I mean, even if a crypto is manipulated, it's still possible, but what we would need to do is we would need to like find and hold 1275 and 1285, which is our strongest technical support right now. If we can hold that, and we can hold that for like 2 days, or let's just say if we can hold that and then break above 1400, I think we can actually get all the way up to 1600 and 1700 again, and then from there I'll probably do another update on that, at least if you'd be interested in that. Yeah, I mean, even though I think this is possible, I don't think it's the most likely scenario. This whole move just really looks like kind of a rebound move, is what I call it. Is that when cryptos have some sort of a manipulated, if it's manipulated or not doesn't really matter, but if a crypto has a huge bull run and it drops down at certain levels, you will again get a smaller rally, like we did right here off of 1285 first time around. But right now as well, I mean, we hit 1000, which is a very strong psychological support level. It was to be expected that we would get some move off of that. So I think it's more likely that it's that, and with that we will drop back down to like 1190 and 1200, take a break retest, and drop back down to 1000 and even 900 later on. But that entire drop might take a little bit longer than you would expect. I think that's more likely, but altogether, as I said earlier as well, I would personally stay out of this and just look at it from the sidelines, like I'm doing. But that's my take on Yfii or dfi.money. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, take care and bye.